Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Our today topic is about research process. There are two steps in research process. Number one is conceptualization and the second one is operationalization. In case of conceptualization, when we talk about first two chapters of research paper, it means introduction and literature view. These two parts are linked with conceptualization. And in case of operationalization, when we talk about the next two chapter, it means research methodology and data description and result and discussion. These all parts are linked with operationalization. When we want to explore anything, there are two ways for exploration. Number one is theoretical framework and the second one is empirical testing. So what is theoretical framework? When we build relationship, when we build argument on the basis of theory, this process is called theoretical framework. And what is empirical testing? In empirical testing, firstly we observe thing, then we will build relationship, we will build argument. For example, Newton law of gravity. न्यूटन जो थे वो दरख्त के नीचे बैठे हुए थे, सेब दरख्त से नीचे गिरा तो ही ऑब्जर्व्ड कि ज़मीन में कोई कशिश है जो चीज़ों को अपनी तरफ खींचती है, and then he built a theory जिसे हम law of gravity कहते हैं. So in this diagram, the first two part, economic theory and econometric model, these two parts are linked with conceptualization. When we convert economic theory into econometric model, this process is called conceptualization. When we convert economic theory into econometric model, this process is called conceptualization. And when we put data on econometric model, this process is called model estimation. And after our model estimation, we will check our model is correct or incorrect. For this purpose, we use two tools, specification testing and diagnostic. So what is diagnostic? For every model there are some requirements and these requirements are called diagnostic. For example, if we used regression equation and our data is non-stationarity, our data is heteroscedasticity, and our data is autocorrelated, then we don't use regression equation because the data is not fulfilled the requirement of model. So we will revise our equation, we will revise our model, we will add log on it, we will add growth rate, we will transformation in variable. There are multiple techniques for revision of data. For example, if our data is autocorrelated, if our data is auto-correlated, then we will use the co-integration and then we will use ARMA model. If our data is heteroscedasticity, then we will use growth model rather than regression equation. If our data is non-stationarity, we will use the co-integration analysis rather than regression equation. So there are multiple techniques for revision of data. And the second one is specification testing. In specification testing, we will check about our relationship is linear, non-linear. If our relationship is linear तो हमें linear equation use करनी चाहिए. अगर non-linear है तो हमें non-linear equation use करनी चाहिए. Relationship non-linear है तो हमें non-linear equation use करनी चाहिए. प्रॉब्लम क्या अराइज होती है कि हमारा जो रिलेशनशिप है वो लीनियर होता है और हम नॉन लीनियर इक्वेशन यूज़ कर सकते हैं, या फिर हमारा जो कर्वी लीनियर इक्वेशन है एंड रिलेशनशिप लाइन में था, हमने कर्वी लीनियर इक्वेशन यूज़ कर ली मगर रिलेशनशिप लाइन में था. तो ये सिंपल ई व्यू के थ्रू हम टेस्टिंग कर लेते हैं कि हमारा क्या रिलेशनशिप है. वो मैं अपनी नेक्स्ट वीडियो में इंशाल्लाह बताऊंगा कि रिलेशनशिप सिंपल एक ग्राफ बनाएंगे ई व्यू पे, उसके थ्रू हमें पता चल जाएगा. एंड इफ दिस प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट एग्जिस्ट देन आवर मॉडल इज एडिक्वेट, and if this problem is exist then we will revise our model, we will revise our equation, we will add, log, multiple technique we will use for correction. And if our model is adequate, then we will test hypothesis and result declared, and on the basis of result we will make decision making. Simply, when we will put data on econometric model, this process is called model estimation, and after model estimation we will check our estimated model is correct or incorrect. For this purpose we have two approaches: specification testing and diagnostic. Diagnostic is uh, कि जो अगर अगर जो हमारा डेटा है वो मॉडल की रिक्वायरमेंट को फुलफिल कर रहा है तो फिर ये एडिक्वेट है, अगर नहीं फुलफिल कर रहा तो हमें रिवीजन करनी चाहिए। और स्पेसिफिकेशन टेस्टिंग, अगर हमारा रिलेशनशिप जो है हमने वैसा ही मॉडल यूज़ किया है, अगर लीनियर रिलेशनशिप है तो हम लीनियर मॉडल यूज़ करेंगे, अगर नॉन लीनियर है तो हम नॉन लीनियर मॉडल यूज़ करेंगे। इन प्रोसेस में हमें इस चीज़ का पता चल जाता है। एंड अवर मॉडल इज एडिक्वेट, देन वी विल टेस्ट हाइपोथेसिस एंड ऑन द basis of result we will make decision making. Thank you.